The USF College players performed the Vagina Monologues on February 9th through the 11th in hopes of starting a dialogue about violence against women. News 35's Alex Platt reports.
For the fifth time at USF, the college players had their annual performance of the Vagina Monologues February 9th, 10th, and 11th. The cast and crew was full of inspired women, including students, alum, and staff members. The show was created in 1996 by Eve Ensler as a response to the negative feelings women have about their bodies and their sexuality.
I can't do this. I can't do this. Talk about down there. You just know it's there. It's like the cellar. There's rumbles sometimes, and you can hear the pipes. Little things get caught there, you know, little animals.
My favorite part about the show is seeing new girls and old girls coming together and finding confidence on stage. I think it's really powerful to see people grow by performance, and especially with a show like this, it's not only growing in confidence, but in womanhood. You know, you get much more comfortable with the fact that everyone has, or at least half the world has this body part, and for some reason it's taboo when it shouldn't be. So I think my favorite part is the fact that women are becoming much more comfortable with their bodies thanks to, you know, a stage performance.
Looking at your vagina, she said, is a full day's work. You have to get down there, on your back, in front of a mirror standing on its own, pulling for first. You have to get into the perfect position with the perfect light, which is then somehow shadowed by the mirror and the angle that you're at. You get all twisted up, arching your neck, tilting your back. You're exhausted by then. She said she didn't have the time for that. She was busy.
Well, I think it's very important for women not to be, I guess, afraid to talk about women's issues, because I've never seen anything like this before. Talking about vaginas and how they smell, what they would wear, what they would say. I've never heard of anything like that. So it's a new way of looking at the woman's experience that I think people should definitely check out.
The show has been translated into 35 different languages and is performed around the world. Earning over $4,000 in its 3-day run this year, the proceeds of USF's performance will go to REST, a charity to benefit rehabilitation of women prisoners through education.
So many different things are shown on the stage, and you get to understand such a variety of women that it just really gives you a sense of how incredible it is to be able to express that. And it's helping to end violence against women every time it's performed. And it's performed all over the world at the same time by different voices. So it's showing that it's okay to talk about what you go through, and you don't have to be stifled. You can express it.
All wild autumn field songs. Vagina songs. Vagina home songs.
Not since the soldiers stuck a long, thick rifle inside of me. So cold the steel rod canceling my heart. I don't know whether they're going to fire it or shove it through my spinning brain. 6 of them. Monstrous doctors with black masks shoving bottles up me too. There were 6. And the end of the room.
The show, while empowering women of all ages, is great for both men and women. Balancing very serious topics with more humorous monologues reflecting the title, the show appeals to a broad audience.
What does your vagina remind you of?
A pretty dark peach. Or a diamond that I found in a treasure, but it's mine.
I love vaginas. I love women. I do not view them as separate things. Women pay me to dominate them, to excite them.
Reporting from the college players' presentation of the Vagina Monologues, I'm Alex Platt, reporting for USFtv News 35.
Let's take a look at what you missed over break. Police have one suspect in custody and are searching for 3 others after the armed suspects entered the Albertsons at Fulton and Masonic and robbed the grocery store of $15,000 in cash. The robbery took place at 7 in the morning on Sunday, December 31st, just minutes after the store opened, and ended 12 minutes later when the police reached the scene. Witnesses told police that one of the suspects was female and appeared to be carrying an AK-47 assault rifle. 2 customers were in the store at the time but were uninjured. It was the second robbery of an Albertson store within a 10-day period, and police believe there's a possible connection. USF President Father Stephen Privett delivered the invocation at the opening of the 110th Congress on January 4th. News 35's Kate Elston has its brief.
On January 4, 2007, USF's very own president, Reverend Stephen A. Privett, delivered the invocation to the opening of the 110th Congress and the swearing-in of Nancy Pelosi.
We pray for the legislators of this 110th Congress that they may challenge, inspire, and lead us to put aside self-interest, to pursue the common good of all the people of this great nation of ours, especially of those who need us the most.
Pelosi, the United States' first woman Speaker of the House, invited Father Privett to deliver the prayer. The two have been friends since Father Privett's own inauguration as USF President in November of 2000. In an interview on San Francisco's KTVU Morning News, Father Privett said that the mood in Washington on Inauguration Day was filled with anticipation, excitement, and hope. Father Privett also said, quote, "Both religion and politics are about bringing hope to despair." I'm Kate Elston with USFtv News.
Let's take a look at your business update. The Malloy Index, which tracks publicly traded companies primarily controlled by USF graduates, was up 0.8% this week, or about 0.2 point, closing at 2538. San Jose-based enterprise infrastructure software maker BEA Systems is a stock to watch for next week. The company is embroiled in a stock options accounting scandal and has announced that it will take a pre-tax charge of $340 to $390 million to correct the way the company accounts for options dating all the way back to January of 1996. BEA will also restate financial statements it filed from 1998 to 2007. BEA's founder, president, and CEO Alfred Chung is a graduate from USF, and his company is a major component of the Malloy Index. From now through the end of February, the markets will be looking for a boost from a few important economic figures. The Consumer Price Index, the main inflation index, will be released on Wednesday, February 21st, and the market is expecting slower inflation growth of 0.1% versus 0.4% in January. At the end of the month, consumer confidence, new and existing home sales, and the Michigan sentiment numbers will be released. This has been your business update. Coming up after the break, Chloe Shieldhouse with your college report, and Chris Bagley with your sports update.